let's meet our starters for tonight's match. First, for the Wolves, number 3, J.T. Spalding. Number 4, Aiden McGinnis. Number 6, Riley Jones. Number 9, Abdullah Iqbal. Number 10, Cooper Collins. Number 13, Landon Steffi. Number 15, Gabe Winsel. Number 17, Aiden Gabrielson. Number 24, Owen Duff. And number 30, JT Suss. In goal for the Wolves, number 0, Tate Schindel. Head coach is Carlos Osabe. And now, here are the starters for your Ankeny Hawks. At midfield and forward, a sophomore, number 2, Cal Wahlberg. Midfield and forward, a junior, number 5, Brian Jimenez. A junior, he plays defender and midfield, number 7, Dylan Goloviak. Midfield and forward, a junior, number 9, Landon Ben. Midfield, a senior, number 10, Gannon Ripley. A sophomore, defender and midfield, number 11, Keaton Cobo. A defender, a junior, number 12, Henry McMillan. Defender and midfield, a junior, number 13, Austin Lundberg. A senior, defender and midfield, number 15, Tyler Woods. At forward and midfield, a junior, number 17, Andrew Luder. In goal for the Hawks, a sophomore, number 0, Jackson Dockendorf. Your head coach is Trevor Fuccio. And
right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade.
See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular.
No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to Dream Homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Welcome to the south side of Ankeny. This is Austin Oliver. I'm here with Tyson Landmesser tonight for a matchup between the Ankeny Hawks and the Waukee Northwest Warriors. It's the Warriors? It's not the Warriors. It's the Wolves. It's the Wolves. Waukee Wolves come in with a 6-2 record. They have a number 3 ranking. Ankeny comes in with a 7-4 record. They just dropped down from the number 3 ranking after a loss to the Dowling Maroons late last week. Just a 1-0 loss there. So they dropped down a couple steps down to number 7. And like I said, they're coming in with a 7-4 record. Tonight, the Hawks are going to be on your left in the all maroons. They're going to be moving to the right. And the Waukee Northwest Wolves will be in all whites on your right, moving to the left. It's a blustery night, Tyson. It's warmer, at the very least, right?
Yeah, the fans are definitely getting a little bit of
ability to not just sit under all the blankets and things, but that wind still has got a little bite to it. We saw in the JV and the JV2 games that that wind does have a big effect tonight, and it's still running at about 20 mile an hour out there.
Yeah, it's looks like it's coming in from the north, going to the south pretty consistently here. So typically in soccer, that advantage is going to go to the team that's going against the wind to have an ability to be able to control the ball a little bit easier, especially on a turf field like this. When you play with the wind like this, you tend to lose control of those passes. So I think every coach kind of maybe has a different mentality on which side to take, for which half. But I've always said play defense in the first half and go with the wind, and then go against the wind in the second and see if you can get that offense going then. So the Hawks will be looking to have that same philosophy here as they start the game out with some nice control for the Wolves here as they ping that ball back and forth, put a nice little steal in the midfield for the Hawks, and they gain a little bit of control as Brian Jimenez with the steal there. And the Hawks give it right back on the far side, and then another turnover for the Hawks here. And in typical fashion, it's going to be a feeling out period here in the first few minutes with both teams trying to figure out where their matchups are solid at, how that ball is going to be playing on the field. You've been playing on one side pretty much for warm-ups the whole time, and even in this situation, Waukee warmed up on the north half and are playing towards the north this time, so it'll be a little bit different as Docador comes out of his safe keepings of the box there and grabs the ball right on the edge of the penalty box.
Yeah, that was a dangerous ball put up there, and again, that wind held it up a little bit, and Dockendorf came out really to the edge of the box.
And he slow plays that into the near side here to number 15. That's Tyler Woods with his first touches of the match. Turnover in the midfield for the Wolves. And then it's turned right back over to the Wolves. We went from the Hawks back to the Wolves, and Wolves are attacking now. A little bit of drag as the Wolves offensive player missed it. It's going to be a goal for the Wolves very early in the match for Aiden Gabrielson, number 17 for the Wolves. 1-0. Nice strike, right-footed strike from about the 15 yards, probably 15 yards out, and Jackson Dockendorf just didn't have enough real estate to get over there to get that one covered. A nice shot to the far side of the goal for a 1-0 lead for the Wolves.
Bent that in from the left, from the right, or left to right, and just tucked it in there on that far post. Good play. Don't like to concede that early. You want to really get more momentum in the game to start off with.
Really, they didn't give up too bad of a play there. It was just a good opportunity to get a good shot. Like I said, about 15 yards out. You don't necessarily even expect a shot from that far out, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So Gabrielson's a great example of taking that shot and putting it into the back of the net for a 1-0 lead here for the Wolves. Hawks looking to recover here a little bit. They're going to try to get some possession here to take away some of that momentum that the Wolves are feeling right now. They've got to be just giddy having a score here in the first 2 minutes of the game. Nice step up there by Tyler Woods, getting a nice change of possession. He chucks the ball up in the air, and did a goalkeeper get a touch on it? He does not. So it goes out the backside of the pitch. It'll be a goal kick for the Wolves.
Dangerous ball, but no one home to put it away.
Good to see a centering pass and at least some kind of version, some version of an offense there for the Hawks. They get some possession right back. Attacking through the midfield, going to get a foul called on the Wolves. That's going to be a great opportunity for a set piece for the Hawks there, just about 5 yards outside of the edge of the box there. Going to be a great opportunity for them to get on the board with something very concrete here for this set piece. Trying to see who the player is stepping up to take the
We got Cal Wahlberg and Brian Jimenez both could be in the play on this.
Looks like Wahlberg's going to be stepping up as Jimenez steps back a little bit, and Wahlberg will take the shot. takes it low, and the goalkeeper, Tate Schendel for the Wolves, was right there in the right spot. I like that mint green kit that he's got as the goalkeeper there. It's a nice look there.
He's just a sophomore. I was talking with one of the parents on the way in this afternoon, and it sounds like their senior goalkeeper might be out with an injury, unfortunately.
Nice little counterattack here by the Wolves is thwarted by number 12. Henry McMillan steps in and puts a stop to that pressure that was building for the Wolves. Trading possession here in the midfield. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves on the far side. So Tyson, you've watched a lot of the games this year. I've caught one of them. I think I caught maybe their first game of the season. So what have been the positives that you've seen so far in the season for the Hawks so far?
So Ankeny's really been trying to play wide and starting wide, and they've really committed to that. Their shape really sets them up that way, so they try to get wide with the midfield and then get narrow in the offensive third. That's been a couple of things that they've done really well. I thought they played a really good game against Dowling. Didn't get the result that they wanted. Now we got a little bit of an offensive burst there.
Ball sent out of bounds by the Wolves. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Yeah, I've caught Dowling. We did Dowling Centennial maybe 2 weeks ago, and technical team. They're very good on the ball. Very technical, strong passing. Experience-laden team, it seems like. I mean, they've come up all against a lot of different things so far this year and had a really good season so far.
Yeah, and I thought Ankeny played them extremely close, extremely tight. Had two balls that were just a slightly misses, off a post and just missed wide by a foot. Otherwise, that could have been a 2-1 game. So. But Dowling being good, Ankeny again, a couple of things that with this wind, Dockendorf does have a big foot, and he's actually gotten close to a full assist on a goal earlier this year. There he shows off that big foot.
All the way to the 35-yard line on the football field. That's a nice shot there for Dockendorf. I believe he's a sophomore as well, right? So we have kind of matching up sophomore goalkeepers today.
Yeah, Ankeny's got a couple of good senior leaders that have really been stepping up, and some junior leaders that have been stepping up. But they also are a young team. They've got some sophomores that are stepping into some critical roles, like Cal Wahlberg and Dockendorf, as we just mentioned.
Turnover in the offensive zone for the Hawks here, as the Wolves are looking for a way to get out here, and they're going to give up the ball in a double team. And then Hawks give it right back up, and then right back to the Hawks as they move that ball around. Right now, that spot right there is really congested there. Gannon Ripley with a couple touches there, but lose possession. Hawks with some pressure, gain a possession with a kick out of bounds. Backline defense on the Hawks doing a nice job of stepping up on the outlet passes, trying to get it out of the zone and being able to step up and get those back into the offensive zone for them. But one of those balls finally does get out of there for the Wolves, and they're on the attack. Tyler Woods with a nice header there, but if he would have missed that, we would have been off to the races for the Wolves, as there was no other defenders. And number 17, the goal scorer, Gabrielson, was going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper if he would have been able to settle that one down. But nicely headed out of there by Woods.
I'm sure he knew he had it the whole way, but
exactly.
The crowd was definitely taking a deep breath.
Yeah, JT Suss with a throw-in. He's one of the captains for the Wolves. Cooper Collins is the other on-field as we get a cross here. Nice cross. Gets all the way over the other side. And Austin Lundberg tried to get a cross there. I don't know if he was taking a shot or if he was trying to take a cross there, but it kind of went in between and and just went kind of harmlessly out of the backside, but a good opportunity there. And Lundberg is going to be kicking himself on trying to make a decision on which way he was going to go with that one.
It's a good ball by Keaton Cobo to enter that in, and really a great settle on the end of that too.
Tate Schendel sends the ball out. The goalkeeper's made a nice adjustment with the wind. He's keeping those balls low and strong so they don't get up in the air and get caught in the air and sent right back into his face. Hawks cycling back to the defensive zone to get a reset. Brian Jimenez with the shot in the midfield. Tries to connect with Benj, but one of the defenders steps in the way. JT Spalding bringing the ball across the field. He flips sides on his offense, and Aiden Gabrielson's taking the ball down the sideline. Nice little set of give and goes there to get that ball down the sideline. Great job of number 7, it looks like, Dylan Gloviak. To step in front of there and get the ball out of the harm's way. And the Wolves are right back to putting on pressure. That's going to be another goal. Another goal for the Wolves. That's Abdul Iqbal with the goal. Number 9, just a pass that just got to the middle. He settled it down and put it to the back of the net.
Yeah, there were a couple of players that just got beat there, and they're kind of looking around going, what happened?
Yep.
Just sometimes the ball just bounces just wrong for you, and you just don't have an opportunity.
And Docador just really had no opportunity there. There was no chance. It would have been an amazing stop if you would have got a hand on that to begin with. But
yeah,
Iqbal was right there in front of him, maybe 3 feet in front of him to put that ball away.
Yeah.
So 2-0 lead for the Wolves as the Hawks, the home Hawks, find themselves in a hole here very early in the match, just 12 minutes in here. They're going to have to dig deep, and hopefully this 2-0 curse that people talk about in soccer may be something for the Hawks to be able to build on. They need to get that first one to get back into the game, get some momentum going as they push it down into their offensive zone here.
Well, you never like going down early in a game, but there's plenty of game to play to get back into it. So there's no goal, nothing out there that's worth 2 points, so you just got to work to get that next first one.
Yep. And I don't think they've been really all outplayed. I mean, it's opportunity-wise, they've had about the same amount of opportunities, just the Wolves have been putting theirs away, and the Hawks have not. So I think opportunity-wise, it's been about the same. And I think that's something, at least coaching-wise, you can build on, and just got to take those opportunities and keep pushing.
I know Trevor's been working hard on finishing and in his practices, and the guys have been really working that side of the game. So hopefully that starts to pay off here. We'll get off the schneid.
Nice little settle by Lundberg, but stolen by the Wolves. And they send it down, trying to get to some open space. Dylan Gloviak chased that one down. He gets it before it goes out of bounds and sends it back into play, gets it up to midfield. Nice job of double teaming there by like Ripley and Lundberg. Nice job there, and they get a possession, but then the ball goes out of bounds off the Hawks. So it'll be a throw-in for the Wolves.
Yeah, I think Andrew Loader had a little more time to settle that ball than he thought he had, and kind of gave up that ball pretty easily. So he'll want that one back.
Trying to flip the field here, but nobody really available over there to be able to settle that ball down, but it's going to go off one of the Wolves, and it'll be a quick throw-in for the Hawks. Trying to get some open space. He's onside, but the goalkeeper, Schendel, is there to snatch that one up. He takes it in quickly. On a roll into his middle back defender, and then the Hawks get a steal. really like to see, I mean, I've seen a little bit calling some games this year, is just being able to take away some of that open space. Like I thought that Ripley there had some open space where he could have moved it up a couple more feet there to make that defender commit to him, and then had some openings for the passing lanes there. But I think sometimes you get just a little impatient and you end up pushing that ball a little bit earlier than you would have normally.
Yeah.
Have our first substitution for the game. It's Jack Krosky coming in the game, a junior. For the Hawks, the substitution tonight are brought to you by Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
He replaced Brian Jimenez. So trying to keep that midfield a little fresh, keep that pressure on. Jack had a really nice game. He was assigned to Dowling's, one of Dowling's best players, and he basically just stayed with him the entire night. He thought he did a really nice job of shutting him down. See if he can get a little more offensive tonight. Ripley with the technical move, and all the defender could do was grab a hold and hold on and try to stop him up that way.
So it'll be a second set piece here for the Hawks as number 12, Henry McMillan, is going to give way to number 15, Tyler Woods. This one's going to be a little bit further out, so we probably won't see a shot on goal here, but I'll be setting somebody else here inside the box. It's taking a little bit shorter than he probably would have liked, but they do score a shot out there, but it just doesn't go on frame. Goes out the back of the pitch, and it'll be a goal kick for the Wolves.
I think Gloviak got a foot on that and directed it toward the goal, but didn't get a lot on it and didn't really get it on frame.
Schindel puts the ball back into play. Change possession in the offensive zone here for the Hawks as it goes back and forth between the Wolves and the Hawks, and Hawks with some possession now. Lundberg with a one-on move on the sideline, gets the ball taken off of his foot and sent up the sideline. The goal scorer, Abdullah Iqbal, with a touch there, gets it up to Aiden Gabrielson, the other goal scorer. Nice move there. Is going to...
Woods cleaned that one up.
Tyler Woods snuffed that one out and send it out of bounds. It'll give an opportunity for the defense to reset here for the Hawks, as it's pretty deep here in the offensive zone for the Wolves. I think it is a throw-in. That'll be thrown in by JT Suss. He shrugs off a defender there, and he's going to look to get a center in there, but Henry McMillan sends the ball out of bounds. Another throw-in for Suss, headed out of the box. Nice pass, really in. Right to his feet, and well weighted there for Lundberg, but he just isn't able to control it down the sideline. It goes out of bounds. We have throw-in for the Wolves. Ball's out of bounds. A little bit too much control there. Or a little bit too much footwork, rather, not control. He actually lost control, but a little bit too much footwork by both Iqbal and Gabrielson there on the sidelines. There's a foul drawn by the Hawks. It'll be a free kick. Not a super conducive spot here, but hopefully they can get the ball up the field a little bit and see if they can get running into their offense.
I'd like to see something to the corners, work the outsides on this. Looks like Kobo's pretty wide open on the outside there.
He puts it right down the middle with a long boot. And makes Schindel come out to make a play on it. Probably not what he wanted to do, but Like I said earlier, I guess any shot's a good shot here, but Schindel didn't look a ton confidence there as that ball was coming down. He was not too excited about it.
Gloviak does have a big foot.
Nice take off the foot there. Center back tried to get a little cute with the ball. And that's Cal Wahlberg sending it to the outside, goes off of a player and goes back the wrong way. Nice little run up here, taking the ball all the way from his defensive zone into the offensive zone. He's going to take a shot. It's going to bounce off one of the Ankeny players and going to get over to Jackson Dockendorf. He picks it up. So I think I've noticed, Tyson, the one thing I kind of noticed with the Wolves players, they're definitely not afraid of the one-on-one situations. They are trying to use strong footwork to get around their players, and sometimes it's to benefit, sometimes it's to their foil. But they're definitely confident, at the very least, in their footwork.
Yeah, they're a very talented, very skilled team. We hopefully we're getting a corner kick here.
This will be the first corner kick for the game for both teams. Corner kicks this year are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com, the premier Iowa soccer club here based in Ankeny. Have a sister program with VSA where some of these Waukee kids probably came up through as well. And that's sent in, and Lundberg is right on that line. That was very close to a goal there. He almost fell down and fell right into the goal with the ball.
Yeah, the AR was right on the line, so he was right in the right position. Boy, Waukee is finding feet on every pass.
And number 4 for the Wolves, Aiden McGinnis, draws the foul.
They were both pushing and shoving and grabbing. As a hometown guy, I thought he drew that foul fair and square, but boy, he really played that ball hard.
Got JT Sesh and Cooper Kahns both standing over the top of the ball. I think it's going to look like JT Suss going to take this ball left-footed, try to curve that ball into his attacking players. He gives it up. And they take it out to the top of the key. A little chuck there. It's going to just go kind of harmlessly out the back of the pitch. We'll have a sub coming into the game for the Hawks. You got those tiny little numbers on the front there. It's hard to see. It's number 14. Get a name on that as well here.
He came in for Keaton Cobo, and it's
number 14. That'll be Jackson Roberts, a senior.
Yep.
And Dockendorf puts that one in short. Number 12 bringing it up the field. That's McMillan. Sutz puts it in quickly off of a throw-in. Be out of bounds. It'll be going to the Hawks. Crowd's fired up already about something there. I don't even know what they got fired up about, but
I think they were yelling to try to get the ball boy to give a ball up to the players.
Nice little touch by Benj as he plays a little get and go with Wahlberg. Wahlberg gets through those defenders, and a sliding defender. A little bit of a risky tackle there as he went right through the legs of the offensive player from Ankeny and did actually miss it. Wahlberg with a couple touches. Nice little play with some footwork, but is eventually taken over there by the Wolves.
Our center referee seems to be letting them play tonight. He's calling a few things, but he's not going to his pocket, ain't he? There a little push.
And there gets called for a foul. That's the way it always works, right? You call something out, and there comes the foul.
The announcer's curse.
I think that's number 7 coming in for the Wolves. That's Agassi Torres, a senior. But I want to make sure. Actually, they're not going to let the. Why didn't they put the sub in there? I don't know why they didn't put the
So
sub
in high school, the ball has to be out of bounds to
Out
get
of
a
bounds?
sub.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
So in other soccer leagues and forms, you can any stoppage of play.
Position. Yep, stop and play.
But yep.
Nice little build up here by Gannon Ripley as he takes the ball here on the near side. Waiting for the rest of his offense to filter in, but it's also giving an opportunity for the defense to filter in as well.
Yeah, but they didn't have numbers, so it was the right smart play to move it around. See where you can get. Try to get him out of shape and move that angle of attack. That back line is talented.
Seems like flipping the field right now is going to be a good opportunity as the attacking outside here's got the ball there. Nice little play center.
Nice
pass
ball,
from
Jackson.
him. In a dangerous spot. Number 24, Owen Duff from the Wolves steps up and knocks that ball down. We got a moon ball coming in with some ice on it here as it got some elevation and the Wolves are able to control it. But give up possession, nice little bit of possession as Andrew Loader gets a touch. Another centering pass, and that was probably even a shot there. I think this is kind of the most possession that Ankeny's kind of enjoyed here in the last little few seconds here. Consecutive possession here. And then they send the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves as the substitution's going to come in for Waukee Northwest. Yeah, Agassi Torres in the game for the Wolves.
He replaces JT Spalding for the Wolves.
That was kind of a little bit of a flop there to me, but foul's called. Not a dangerous place to get called for a foul.
No.
I like the aggressive play from the Ankeny forward there, trying to get something to happen here as the Hawks are down 2-0 and they need to figure out a way to get a goal into the back of the net.
Still got 14 minutes on the clock, so we've still got lots of time to run our offense, work through your progressions, build up, keep your possession, find that shape, get them out of space, and use space and time for your advantage.
Benj goes down, loses possession of the ball as he tried to make a little bit too hard of a cut there and slips on the turf.
This turf is toward the end of its useful life, and those are the kinds of plays that you just don't get to keep your footing.
Nice little bit of possession here for the Wolves. Yep. I tell you what, the deflections are definitely going the Wolves' way. It seems like if it bounces off somebody, it's definitely going right to a Wolves player. So hopefully that's something that you can kind of counteract here in the end here of the first half or early second half to start to get some of those 50-50 balls going your direction. It seems like the Wolves are getting every one of those balls right now.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that it's a hustle situation. I don't think the Ankeny team is getting out hustled to those balls, but you're right. Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. Like that almost was a great example there. Just a little bit of a misplay, and it almost lit right on the foot of one of the Wolf players. Nice little push-up from the back line for number 13. That's Landon Steffi. And he's got an opportunity with the defense a little bit out of sorts there. That's another risky tackle there. Could easily be called a foul there, but he did get all ball before he ended up taking the player out. But those slide tackles are always a risky little endeavor.
Yeah, you put yourself in a position where you're making the referee make a decision, and obviously if that's the only play you've got, that's still a better play than just letting him go by. But you're going to take the ball and the player, or you're going to take the player, and you're going to either give a foul or you're going to get the ball.
A foul was called here. It's not going to be the one that we were talking about, but he put it right at midfield here as I put the ball into play. Or was it an offsides there he called? It may have been offsides. It's something they called there, right?
I think it was a push.
Yeah.
Didn't really see much there either, but Brandon Tout coming in to replace Austin. Lundberg, there we go.
Brandon Tout in the Tout. Is that
Tout,
Tout?
yep. He's been a good energy player, keeping that pressure on.
A little shank by Schendel there is going to give an opportunity for maybe the Hawks to put some pressure on. Nice little outlet there. Connecting up with number 8, Jack Krosky. Just not able to get anything solid there on the ball there to get a shot going. McMillan, nice job of busting up that little give and goal that Iqbal and Gabrielson were trying to set up as they go down the sidelines.
Yep.
There'll be another substitution coming in for the Wolves. That's number 14. Sam Ratcliffe into the game, sophomore defender. Ratcliffe. Yeah, Brandon Tout kind of holding his head there as he shot that ball and realized there was nobody there except for a Waukee Northwest player.
That's something that Ankeny's tried to do a lot this year, is try to get to feet, not just playing kickball, but really trying to put a ball on feet.
I think it's kind of one of the just a youth experience kind of situation, is just trying to kick that ball out of there rather than kicking to the spot. And that draws a foul there on the far side. Number 15 going to step up, Tyler Woods, to kick this one. And actually he's going to defer to one of the other center backs. Puts that ball into play. Very, very strong. Is almost going to outkick his players there, but it's headed out of bounds by the Wolves. Just under 9 minutes here. 2-0 lead for the Wolves.
I think Brian Jimenez is coming back in.
Brian Jimenez, starter, coming back into the game. Bench trying to power his way there. Takes down a defender. Tries the nice little shot there into Gannon Ripley, but Ripley had already moved past the spot where he had passed it to, and one is able to stop that ball and get a touch on it. He would have been broken free for a one-on-one with the goalkeeper there, as he made a nice little angled push there up the field. A lot of play here in the midfield. Possession kind of bouncing back and forth. Wolves are looking to reset the offense here. They flip the field over to number 14. Sam Ratcliffe getting his first real touches of the game. JT Suss taking on one-on-one his player, and as another defender comes in. And the Wolf crowd wanted a handball there. I didn't really see anything there. I think if it would have been, it was within the silhouette, even if it was, so it wasn't like anybody was reaching out to decide.
Yeah.
But referees right there was in a great position to make the call and said it was just out of bounds. I think we're going to have a corner kick here for the Wolves. They have an opportunity for a short kick here, taking it short as well. So 2 defenders are going to be pulled out to the corner kick as well, so just free up a little bit of space here for the Wolves. Send the ball on the far side. Missed on headers. Iqbal, one of the goal scorers, is on the ball. It's going to draw another corner kick for the Wolves, coming from the other side this time. Number 10, Cooper Collins, is going to be going over to take that. He's going to be joined over there by JT Suss. And they'll fake that corner, that short corner here again, to see what they're going to actually do it this time or not. They drop off of the short corner. Suss puts it into play, puts it in short. Well defended by the Hawks there, sending it out of bounds. It'll be thrown on the far side for the Wolves. It's going to take a couple corner kicks for those guys to figure out how this wind's going to be affecting those balls. I mean, I think both of the ones that we've seen so far have been low and hard and haven't been that traditional kind of drop out of the sky corner kick that we're used to seeing at this level.
I was just kind of looking around here, and the wind seems to have just almost all but died here just recently.
You're exactly right. That north flag is completely dropped right now.
Yep, and the flags on the end of the field down here on the south end are down as well. So we're really seeing what the weather did say was going to happen, that after sun got down a little bit, we'd start to lose some of that wind. So
nice header out of there. Out of bounds on the Hawks. It'll be a throw in for the Wolves on the far side.
Well, at some point, Ty Newhart entered the game. Didn't catch that on the first time, but he's in the game now for Landon, and so is Lincoln Sanderson. So we've got kind of a new up top that hopefully gives us a little more energy, a little run through the area, and continue to be pests against that really good Northwest line.
Kind of near the 5-minute mark here for the first half would be an excellent opportunity to get one goal in here and get some momentum going here for the second half as the Wolves draw another corner kick here. Corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. This is kind of the third corner kick they've had, in the last 3 or 4 minutes here?
Yeah, the field seems to have kind of tipped in Northwest's favor. It's you're seeing a lot more pressure. It would be great to get a nice counterattack here, but defend as you need to, and let's see what kind of adjustments we can make at halftime.
Ripley tries to clear, goes off of a player, but it looks like it's going to maybe get out of here as Benj tries to get a touch on the ball, but the Wolves have some possession as they take it down to the end line. It's going to go off of a player, and I don't know what they're going to call here. I see looks like it's going to go right back to a corner kick.
Right back to that corner, yeah.
That far side referee. Well, the AR must have made a motion before I saw him. I didn't.
He didn't really signal that one that much. He just kind of stood there.
Suss will step up again for their fourth corner kick. Ankeny trying to get that ball cleared out of there, bouncing off of a few players. They finally do get a good connection out there, gets up to the top of the key, but Wolves get some possession there, trying to get the ball back down into a dangerous spot. A lot of players in a small position right here, right now. Iqbal with a strong, kind of trying to keep possession. Shot. And Suss sends it about 40 feet over the top of the crossbar and out of danger for the Hawks.
I think that ball just bounced just a little bit more than what he was expecting and got a little higher on him, and then he lifted it right over. And I always say, hey, you tried to look through the ball and look to see how beautiful that goal was. Don't look until it's in the back of the net.
Keeping those shoulders and the head down are key to making sure that ball stays down as Ankeny draws a foul. Iqbal a little bit too excited on trying to get that change of possession and takes down one of the Hawk players. Ripley, a nice pass to set up Benj here, but it's just going to be just long enough for the Wolf player to get into position and be able to shield off Benj to watch that one roll out of bounds.
Yep. Yeah, I really feel that Ankeny's size is, with a few of the subs that they've done, they've gotten a little bit smaller of a lineup right at the moment, and I think, here's a good
nice little breakout counterattack for the Wolves. Number 7 steps up, and he just misses the, just like we said, didn't keep those shoulders and that head down and raised up, and Ankeny's going to take this one quickly as Dockendorf gets another ball into possession, and they'll move the ball right up the field. But a nicely weighted pass from the Wolves there to set up Number 7, that's Agassi Torres for a great opportunity with a one-on-one at the goalkeeper. Just had a perfectly timed attack there, was able to stay on side as he almost gets another ball here as he makes a steal right at the point of attack for the Hawks. Brandon Tott with a nicely dropped ball there on his own foot, sends it up the field, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves.
Lincoln was on the run. He had to play it with his outside foot. If he doesn't make that touch, that ball is in trouble. But unfortunately, it was going out of bounds.
That's a confident build-up here for the Wolves here. They are putting the ball right where it needs to be as they send a center, and had another great opportunity for a goal there as they sent one right to the middle and had a nice little attack there, but it goes well over the top of the crossbar again. That's going to bring us to the end of the first half here as the Wolves have taken a 2-0 lead off goals of Abdullah Iqbal and Aiden Gabrielson, and Hawks got some work to do here in the second half. So
yeah, we'll see what changes Trevor can make, and we'll see how this second half goes.
We'll be back in a few moments after we get some word from our sponsors. We'll see you at 2-0 Wolves.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen,
avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
US Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen,
avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
US Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade.
See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular.
No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
So when an athlete walks into Kickoff Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
US Cellular.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade.
See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular.
No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
US Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade.
See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular.
No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us. US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Well, we're back. Got 40 minutes on the clock here for the second half. It's a 2-0 hole that the Hawks find themselves in coming into the second half against the number 3 ranked Waukee Northwest Wolves. I'm here with Tyson Landmesser. Tyson, it's those goals they gave up were pretty early. For both in the first 10 minutes, I believe, of the game here. I think the Wolves have definitely shown some control of the ball and probably have been the better team in the first half. But what do you think we need to do here in the second half to get this going in the right direction for the Hawks?
We need to put a couple more passes together than what we've been able to. We've shown some moments of it. Keep the defense, keep in front of them, but really, work through the ball and make sure that that one's going to go to the Wolves.
Yeah, like we talked about the first part of the game here, the wind was going to be a factor and really has turned into a non-factor here as we can look up at the north flag here, and it's not completely dead, but it's definitely significantly different than what it was in the first half of the first half. So that kind of nullifies that advantage maybe that you were trying to gain in the second half of playing with the wind, against the wind in the second, but hopefully the Hawks can do some damage here as Jackson Dockendorf comes out to play the ball. Wasn't a very confident defensive play there, but Dockendorf does come out with it, and he's going to be able to put the ball into play. He takes it short with a little roll in to his far side midfielder, defending midfielder. Benj with a nice move to get around his defender, and just enough pressure that he can't keep a hold of the ball and gives up possession as he tries to turn that corner.
There's a lot of grabbing going on there, and he had to fight through all that way.
Hawks flipping the field, getting it over here to number 11, Keaton Coble. He did a nice job of doing some nice feeds here in the first half and sends the ball in, and Schendels steps up to gobble that one up.
Looks like Ankeny's pushing high with their 2 high folks and sending Cal Wahlberg through from the one spot that he's been hanging out in that high midfield. So we're definitely looking to generate some offense here.
Loader with a nice play on a in ball. Plays it back to Coble. Coble tries to drop it off short, just doesn't get enough oomph on that ball, and then loose possession there in the midfield. Spalding with a strong push up the fields, drops it off to one of his other forwards. They take a shot. Gosh dang, it's right away, almost the same spot that they did in the first half at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Into the second, the Wolves put a third goal onto the board.
It was a really strong counterattack. The left middle back, or right middle back, sorry, had to step, and he stepped across to try to take the ball in the center of the field, and midfield wasn't quite back, and man, the man was wide open, and Dockendorf had no option.
Yeah, number 10, Cooper Collins, is that who was the
I
scorer on
believe that was the scorer of the goal, yep.
We'll wait to hear from the PA announcer, but I'm pretty sure that was Cooper Collins as he attacked right alongside of JT Spalding. Spalding, he just kind of broke up that defense there as he went on a long run right up the middle of the field and drew some defenders to her and set up Collins to be able to put that one to the back of the net. Once again, nothing Dockendorf really could do anything about that one at all. Aiden McGinnis with the goal from the PA announcer, number 4.
Aiden McGinnis.
Wolves goal scored at the 2:26 mark of half number 2 by McGinnis, his first of the evening.
Hawks send the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wolves. Number 15 taking the ball, throwing it in. It's Gabe Winsel. Iqbal with a touch. Tries to get around his defender, but well defended by the Hawks. Take it out of bounds. It'll be a deep throw in here for the Wolves.
Iqbal's got a big body, and he uses it well. Yeah. He's really technical with his feet, and
Tall
he's
and
very strong.
Yeah. A little dangerous kick there from the Hawks, but no harm, no fouls. They try to drop one into Benj. Benj does get a touch on it, but just goes a little awry. And the Wolf defense is there ready to pounce on that one and send it up the field. Benj plays back, gets the ball back in possession, sends it up to number 2, Wahlberg. And then Schendel comes out and drops down to the ground to snatch that ball up. Rolls the ball into play.
Really pushing high on the line at this point.
Well, the referee with a sharp rebuke to somebody here. He pointed to somebody on the sidelines. I think maybe it's the Waukee coach as they call foul on the Hawks there right outside the far side of the box. Iqbal goes down.
I think he had some words for Brian Jimenez. Jimenez might have been chatty a little bit with him, and Iqbal definitely took that, and he was fouled and went down. And we now have a set piece here that we have to defend.
Got multiple players standing over the ball, which has kind of been the consistent situation for most of the set pieces for the Wolves. And one steps off. They send the ball in. Ball drops right where you want it for that offensive grouping there, but the Hawks are able to come out of there with a well-defended ball.
I was noticing 15 from the Wolves. He seems to play the game on his backside because he just seems to be always sliding.
Yeah, he's the one that we talked about in the first half for those slide tackles. Another foul called on number 17 of the Hawks. That's Andrew Loader called for the foul.
Loader got a little push there, 2 hands on the back. The Wolves player felt the contact and went straight to the ground. Can't fault him for that.
Wolves flip the field. Got some opportunity for some space here as the defender moves the ball up the field. Tries to make a connection in the center of the field. Almost did so, but they're not able to get control of the ball. And Dockendorf picks it up. Surveying the field, trying to decide what his next move is going to be. He's going to take the ball long. Sends the ball back into play right at midfield. Nice little drop off there for the Wolves, but a little bit too strong on the pass to the outside for Iqbal. And Iqbal was actually angling into the inside, and he passed him to the outside, so it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Hawks.
Yep. Gannon Ripley was making a good recovery there. Jackson Roberts coming in for Brian Jimenez. They'll shift guys around a little bit there in the middle as Jackson Roberts takes over on the right side.
Substitutions brought to you by Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, one of our longtime sponsors here, both on the north side and the south side. Dockendorf with some nice control at goalie and sends the ball to the outside, connects up with a pass. Through ball played here from the backside. That was Gannon as well. Gets to Benj. Benj moves it around to a couple of the defenders. Nice control, sends it into the middle. And back to Benj. Benj is going to have an opportunity here if they're maybe getting a shot, but just kind of overshoots the center of the play there. Taking out two defenders. Actually does beat both defenders and tries to get a shot on goal. I think that was number 13 taking the shot. Lundberg.
Yep, Austin getting a little time in the middle there versus out on the wings where he normally plays.
One thing I noticed, the Wolves are very confident playing that ball across the front of the goal. Most times, I guess when you have a 2-0 lead, you can do that and be a little bit more gutsy, a little bit take some different risks than you might if the score was a little bit different. But it's the second time I've seen them pass the ball right in front of the goal when they've had players there, and they've gotten away with it both times. But I would not be surprised if the Hawks start to pounce on that, if they start trying to push that ball across there a little bit more.
Yeah, the Hawks are definitely playing with a sense of urgency.
Crowd wanting a handball there. Nice defensive play by the Hawks. Get some possession. They try to move it up the field.
I wonder what glue he has on his shoes to keep that ball stuck there. That was pretty.
Nice center pass from the Wolves. Suss settles it down, tries to take a shot. I don't know what the foul was there. He looked like his own shot took him to the ground there. Maybe a pull of the jersey a little bit, but this is going to be a great opportunity for the Wolves once again to have a super dangerous set piece about 10 yards out the top of the box.
Yeah, they're sitting about 25 yards out. Maybe he's going to set it closer to 40. Actually, if I'm shooting this ball, I want it closer to 40 than 25.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Or closer to 30 than 25.
Him drawing the ball out here to where it's at right now, and then he moves it about 3 feet forward when the referee's not looking. Looks like Suss is going to be the one to take this one. Ankeny sets up a 3-man wall. Suss steps over. Iqbal sends the ball in. Goes off to the right side of the goal.
Harmlessly wide.
Yeah, I think Dockendorf was in the right spot anyways. Even if it would have been on frame, I think he was in the right spot to be able to get a touch on that at the very least.
Yep. I think
it'll be a goal kick here for the Hawks.
We got a Northwest substitution.
So Hawks just looking for a spot to get moving up the field and with some possession.
Yeah, when you're
take it to the back and reset it time and again here as they look to just find that crease to be able to get it up there.
Yeah, when you're down 3-0, you want to play. You just always feel like you want to play more direct than what you need to.
Nice
that's a bad turnover spot.
Number 3 from the Wolves throws himself on the ground. Spalding tries to draw the foul, but he is going to draw a corner kick for the Wolves. So didn't draw the foul, but grabbed the corner kick for them. The corner kicks are brought to you by Ira Rush at IraRush.com.
Gloviak was there, and he came up and was shaking his hands like I didn't touch him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him, but I mean that's a forward's mentality there is to try to draw that foul in the box to get that penalty shot. Wolves put it into play. It just bounces all the way through the whole front of the goal keep there and doesn't touch anybody, I don't think. It's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick for the Hawks, and the Hawks take it very quickly. And the Hawks didn't see it until the last second here. As Dockendorf with a nice little ball out there to get some space for
Keaton
for the Hawks
Cobo.
there. Yeah. But Cobo at first didn't see that the ball was coming, and the crowd started yelling at him, and his teammates yelled at him, and he finally found it in the air. Ben's trying to make something happen there. He gets stopped there, but then the Hawks get it right back. Nice little build up here by the Hawks. They got a lot of players in the offensive zone. Benj with a nice opportunity, puts a shot on goal, and Schendel in the right spot at the right time is able to go down to the ground and get that ball.
Looked like Benj was going to open up wide and have the one touch and just hit it, but the Northwest player just got a toe in there and just barely deflected it. Took a little off of it and made an easy save for the goalie.
Benj has been the one kind of bright spot that we've seen so far here in the second half for offensively for the Hawks so far. He's shown some flashes of brilliance there inside that box. Has been really the only threat, so I know that they're trying to get it to him, and they get it to him once again on the outside. Ooh, that's a foul there.
That should be a card.
Should be a card as well when he goes takes out the legs.
That was not an effort to play the ball at all. I think the referee there was a little bit out of position, and he should have been showing a yellow there.
Nice opportunity for the Hawks here for a set piece.
Yep.
Not a bad position for them at all to be able to get something that could be pretty dangerous here.
Get something going toward the goal.
Takes it kind of short and just way too short there. And Schendel's right there ready to play it and put the ball back into play on a counterattack. And Hawks pop it back up and get possession right away. Nice idea there to try to get to the outside, but that Waukee Northwest defender just in the right spot to be able to knock it down and keep that ball on his foot.
Northwest seems to be content with playing. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you be content with the 3-0 lead to play counterattack all night? They're sagging their midfield back. They haven't packed 11 in the box yet, but they're definitely not playing as aggressive as they played in the first half.
Hawks are being patient, trying to look for that opening to get that ball into the midfield and down into their offensive zone.
Direct balls are not going to work through this defense. They're staying in their shape too compact. They're not leaving things open.
Foul there by the Hawks. Number 3 goes down. This one actually was a foul here. JT Spalding taking that ball very, very quickly, putting it back into play. Wolves trying to catch the Hawks off guard, but they're ready for that one. Nice ball at the inside. Dockendorf comes out, gets the ball taken right off of his hands. It's going to be a no call there as he had it in his hands. And
no goal.
No goal.
Both the AR and the center ref were right on top of it.
I tell you what, nice little build up there, nice little offensive little exchange there for the Wolves. I mean, they're really putting a clinic on the Hawks right now, especially in that final third. They're looking really nice.
Yeah, they're playing really a sharp game tonight, and Ankeny just isn't making those same runs, isn't getting those connections together.
It's a good example right there.
Yep,
kind of how
it's
the night's gone
just kind of the way the night's been working.
Just a little bit off on a lot of different spots. Trying to connect up with Benj inside the box, but the Wolves defender rises up and heads it out. Shot on goal.
Oh. And just a little wide. That was an individual play there, all by Cal Wahlberg. People were giving him options and running some defenders out of the way, but he just made a really good individual play. Just can't quite get that finish. There's a point in this game where a clean sheet, breaking the sheet, becomes the idea for Ankeny. You just want to make sure you get something to make you feel good about it.
Well, something to get some momentum for the next game in here too, so get some positive vibes in right now. Because right now, not a lot of positives that Ankeny can be feeling right now, being down 3-0.
Yeah, you've got Carlisle coming here Thursday night. They're a tough team, but they're a little bit smaller school. We hope to be able to get some good play there too.
Strong throw in there by number 11, Cobles. He gets the ball all the way down, almost to the end line, and then the Wolves send the ball out of bounds right on the end line. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Cobles going to go down and take that one as well. Benj taking a shot from distance.
Good save.
Cobol's going to draw us a corner kick. Benj was out there good distance with it. He put some bend on that ball, bent into the left there right as the goalkeeper got out there to get a touch on it. The corner kick here is brought to you by iRush at iRush.com. Wahlberg sends that ball in, bounces off the goalie's hands, but he's able to control it. Referees, the goalkeeper lost his shin guard, and they were trying to get the referee's attention to call a timeout to get that back in, but they just go ahead and give the ball off to one of the other players to take the goal kick, and he's able to have time to put that shin guard back in. So nearing the midpoint of the second half here, 3-0 lead for the Wolves over the Hawks right now. As the Hawks just trying to generate some positivity here towards this end of this match and either get back into this match or get some momentum for the next game here.
And on his backside again.
Yep. Got a substitution here. Part of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution coming in. We're trying to get a look at that.
Austin Lumberg heading out.
Austin Lumberg coming in for the Hawks.
He's actually coming out for Brandon Tott.
Brandon Tott, okay, yep.
Yep.
That was the same substitution I think we had in the first half.
Yep.
Ripley with some touches here in the midfield. Got a little bit of room there, but it was swallowed up pretty quickly by the Wolves. One touch in the midfield there, just lost it off of his foot there is Gloviak. Hawks get possession back. They send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Wolves. Nice little opportunity here for the Hawks. They're starting to get some of those deflections coming to them this time. So then that little push forward there got a couple possessions.
Gloviak's changed his role from center mid in that three back to more of a midfielder role, kind of a defensive mid. Actually, it looks like he's pushing up even into more of an offensive midfielder at this point.
Dockendorf out to snatch this one up. Rolls it back into play. Nice little move from Benj. He gets it back out the outside. Gonna have a shot on goal. A little bit too strong and goes over the top of the frame there. That's Coble.
And the AR had his flag up anyhow.
Offsides. Actually, they're going to call the offsides.
Yeah, they're going to allow the goal kick. He had his flag up for it though.
We'll send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. A couple substitutions coming in for both teams. Krosky coming in.
Krosky and Jimenez. Yep. Jackson Osave coming in for the Wolves.
I wouldn't be surprised if we'll start to use some extra substitutions here with that 3-0 lead. We'll probably see some different people coming into the game. Get some kids some minutes and some experience.
Yep, good time when you've got a 3-0 lead to get your younger players in to see the speed of the game. The game does speed up at this level, and these are still really good teams that you're facing.
Have the Wolves played Dowling yet? Has that matchup happened yet?
I don't know on that one. I know Dowling hasn't lost to anybody yet, so I don't know who the two Wolves losses are. I didn't check that. I apologize.
Yeah, this definitely reminds me of I mean, Northwest looks a lot like Dowling.
Yeah.
Just the skill level on the ball. I might even think that these guys might even look a little bit better technically on the ball.
They're really strong on the ball, and the technical is good. Dowling has a couple of players that just do magical things with the ball, and until somebody beats them, I don't think they should lose their number one seeding.
Yeah.
But the Wolves are definitely showing the better team tonight.
Yeah, I think that's one game I'd like to see. Is that Dowling Northwest would be a really fun game to watch. I think here with.
Yep. I know Johnston and Dowling play this Thursday.
That's the previous number one team, right?
Yep. Number one, number two teams. Yep.
And Johnston's loss came to Valley, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, Valley got him last Friday.
Benj with a couple touches here.
Jimenez just wasn't strong enough on the ball, and the defender just was stronger. We hit the referee, did we?
Yep.
I was looking down. JT Spalding, man, he can really move that ball. That number, that ball just sticks to his feet and really moves where he wants it.
He's very delicate with the ball too at certain times as well. I
mean,
using his toe, to really direct and start the passing sequence or those touch sequences is something you don't see a lot of, especially at this level of high school. You'll see some of that in the pro levels and the college levels, but he does a nice job of feeling super comfortable with some very precise touches on the ball.
Yeah, he's had a couple of balls where he's slid it in and just really started nice angles, really sees the game well.
Handball there in the midfield. It'll be a Hawk free kick. I think it may have been even an elbow ball rather than a handball, so.
Doesn't feel like Ankeny gets anywhere without 2 white shirts right next to him.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's working.
Completely agree. Nice little set of passes there. Jimenez and
Was Gloviak working through the middle there.
through the middle. Benj, nice job of positioning his body there. Is going to get an opportunity for Gloviak. Went out of bounds or what?
Rolled out of bounds.
Rolled out of bounds. It didn't seem like it ran
Yep.
on all the way out of bounds, but.
I think we're going to get a couple of those substitutions you were talking about.
Yep. Looks like number 7 coming in for the Wolves and number 4.
Number 4.
For the Wolves.
Agassi Torres. Both are seniors getting some more playing time.
Yeah, McGinnis was a starter, but Torres was definitely one of the first subs that came in the first half.
Not quite the clearing of the bench yet, I guess.
McGinnis was the goal scorer there. He had that 3rd goal.
Yep. Held him off with a good arm there, I guess.
Nicely weighted ball in for number 7 as he runs down the field. That's Torres just into the game. He's going to draw a foul right outside of the box.
Good challenge. Played toward the ball. Unlucky. Made the contact, and the guy went down straight. I think you said it earlier. That's the idea, the thought pattern of a forward right there.
Yep, absolutely.
Feel that touch, go down.
I think that's something that sometimes some teams get that and some teams don't. I think there was a pressure that Ankeny had that I want to say maybe it was Wahlberg had some pressure, went right up the middle. I thought there was an opportunity that maybe he could have taken some contact and gone down and got a nice little free kick for themselves, but ball does go out of bounds here. It'll be a goal kick for the Hawks as Dockendorf steps up. But that's an experience thing, right? That's that's Wahlberg,
right.
What, a sophomore?
Sophomore, yep. Wahlberg's a sophomore. Tough guy on the ball. He definitely knows how to play with his feet and keeps the ball at his feet, but he also has an opportunity here.
And I think that's been one of the main kind of quibbles, if you would say, with like Americans, compared to European soccer here too, as we see a nice little build up for the Hawks. And they draw a corner kick here. We'll talk. Yep. We'll revisit that here in a second here. Yep. But it's a corner kick for the Hawks. That's going to be Lundberg or Jimenez out there to take the free kick. Is that who that is, or is that number 2?
Yeah,
that's Wahlberg.
Should be Wahlberg.
Yep,
we got a down Wolves player.
Looks like a tiny shoe is all.
A
Wolves player. Yeah, there is a Wolves player down.
Yeah, that's number 15.
That's going to be
Gabe Wenzel.
Yeah, Gabe Wenzel.
Yeah, I think
looks like he's all right.
The ball might have hopped up and got him.
He's walking kind of gingerly, but he's going to take up a post here on the near post. Nicely headed out.
Jack disagrees with that call, but it was the right call. He used his body in a way that he couldn't and tried to turn the guy. You're going to get that call every time. Starting to see some movement on the Ankeny bench. Going to see if we can get some other fresh legs in. It looks like Ty Newhart's coming to the line.
Just moved in under 9 minutes here in the second half. Once again, a 3-0 lead for the Wolves.
Ended up with kind of a casual pass there, and it just, when you're down 3-0, you can't have casual passes. You got to have clean passes, clean control of the ball, find feet. Got to find the way to get that next goal. And he loves playing on his backside. He just really loves that slide tackle.
Wenzel once again sends the ball out of bounds. Got a couple of substitutions. Those substitutions are brought to you by Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Camden's getting in the game. That would be Camden Ganal getting in at outside halfback, and Ty Newhard coming in.
Ganal's a freshman, correct?
Correct.
He's a freshman, so
He's a
a good opportunity for him to get some playing time.
Yep. Good kid. I know the family. He plays on my son's Rush soccer club team. So another plug for Rush there. Didn't take long to get his first touch tonight.
Ganal's a soccer family here in town. I know both the parents play soccer for adult leagues, and then Tava is a senior goalkeeper for the Hawkette soccer team as well.
Yeah, they had Northwest tonight as well, and Northwest girls are rated #1 from what I've understood, I think.
I think so. We'll maybe see if we can find out what the score is for that match. We'll get our producer here, see if he can get on it here. As the Wolves get a nice little play here right in front of the goal, but Dockendorf stands tall and knocks that one out the backside of the pitch. It'll be a corner kick for the Wolves.
Dockendorf's a big kid, but he had Abdul Iqbal coming right at him, and that's a big man coming at you.
Doorstep. Wolves send the ball in. Iqbal is not able to control it on the far side, goes out of bounds. Dockendorf takes a long kick there very quickly.
Really good control by Jimenez right on the line.
Trying to connect with Ripley in the midfield. It's getting a little physical in the midfield there as both players trying to get control of that ball. It'll be a foul on the Hawks. Free kick for the Wolves.
Yeah, Aiden McGinnis just had better body positioning and was able to get a good hold of the jersey on Gloviak and was able to get around him.
Got some space here on the near side.
Got some more subs coming in. Got Michael Sage coming in, another fresh, actually a sophomore. He just joined the Ankeny team this year, though. And Kingston coming in as well, getting a little playing time for the young men.
No score updates. Let me see if I can get a score update on that. Iqbal just puts those feet on the ground. He's like a tree right there. Just
you're not moving him.
Moving him at all.
Yeah, and you're not getting around him. He knows where the positioning is. He knows what he's doing with the ball. He's very strong on it. I think he's also deceptively fast.
Yeah. He draws a foul there, but he was actually hooking on that ball as well.
He had a good hold of the Ankeny Hawk player there. Ty Newhard was wrapped around him, and all Ty could do was just get a good grip around the middle of the waist.
So I think Iqbal initiated that pull, at least to begin with, but it looks like the Hawks are up 2-0 off of goals by Proctor and a goal by Cameron Scheib.
Cameron Scheib getting a goal.
She pushes up on she's a center back, and pushes up on anything pretty much 20 yards and in. Pushes up for Gott's throw-ins. They have her come in for all those throw-ins pretty much anytime it gets inside, even close to the box. So she must have got something off of that for sure.
Yeah, Gott's throw-ins are amazing. I've threatened multiple times to have my son and his teams go learn from her on how she gets those balls whipped that far in.
Yeah, both south side got on the south side, and there's a north sider that's just got a cannon of a throw-in as well. Trying to see, remember who that is, but 4-2. Oh, 4-2 Ankeny for the Hawks score over at Waukee Northwest, and that is the #1 team that Ankeny is taking on tonight.
Come on.
Got some new players in here, so you see kind of the disjointed kind of push up the field here on both teams. Possession kind of going back and forth with both teams.
Yeah, only got a minute and a half left. Getting some of those nerves out, getting into a varsity game for the first time or the first time in a while. Some of these players played early on in the season, but haven't played in a couple of games here, especially at the varsity level.
It'll be a corner kick brought to you by Iowa Rush at iowarush.com. As we just trickle under the 1 minute mark as the Wolves take the corner kick, put a ball in the play.
1 minute remaining.
And nobody on the back side in the back post, so it goes out of bounds. It'll be a free kick or goal kick for Dockendorf.
Yeah, the Wolves are sagging all the way back to their own 40-yard line, about 40 yards out of the goal. So they're really sagging and allowing their midfield to take care of the ball here.
And really, they've done so the whole game. I mean, the midfield has done a nice job for the Wolves of controlling. As Jimenez tries to make some moves to move up the field.
Just watched JT Spalding step up and take a swing at Cal Wahlberg. That was a little bit of a cheap move.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that'll be the end of the match. 3-0 win for the Waukee Northwest Wolves over the Ankeny Hawks. Number 3 up against number 7. Kind of worked out the way that the rankings probably kind of showed it would. I thought the Wolves were a really skilled team. They got goals tonight from Aiden McGinnis, Abdullah Iqbal, and Aiden Gabrielson. 2 quick scores at the beginning, and then added a third really nice goal. All 3 goals were well crafted, well developed plays that they put in the back of the net. Nothing cheap that they got tonight. The Wolves definitely were the stronger team. Tyson, any thoughts for you here at the end of the game?
I mean, it's one of those games where you just have to look back at it and learn from it, and you either win or you learn. And now we go back to the drawing board and make sure that this game doesn't beat you the next game. So very frustrating, but let's go after it and let's get them the next time, Hawks.
Yeah, that'll end our broadcast tonight from the south side of Ankeny. This is Austin Oliver with Tyson